Safeguarding our young people in school is a prime priority for any school, and it is here at Helsby as well. And we don't want to create a sort of prison mentality with great big high wired fences, and so it's getting the balance right, and therefore a good quality CCTV enables us to monitor the whole school site.
The system we had in place was an analogue system that was quite old and antiquated, and we had several repairs done, but it was never fully successful. The quality of the images were very grainy, which made identifying students very difficult.
We'd already had lots of negotiations with different schools. We understood that schools and education had various problems that could be addressed by the CCTV technology.
We worked alongside Rapid Technologies and D-Link. Their guys came in and we did a tour of the school, and we decided between us the best locations for the cameras, and we put the cameras in place. Then we needed to add a couple of extra cameras because there were a couple of areas that we didn't have quite enough coverage on.
Because we'd had a long-standing relation with D-Link, we knew that they were a quality company of IT products and services.
We had a plan really to survey the site bit by bit, and we had our network technicians walk around the guys from D-Link and point out where there was network availability, where there was cabinet availability, where there was potentially switches that we could use, but also where there was lack of cameras or where we needed to replace cameras.
Well, we have 72 cameras on site, both in internal, external, fixed cameras and motion cameras. The facility to zoom in and pick certain aspects of a particular image is fantastic, and we manage it within a main office in here.
I think everyone's hesitant, especially parents probably and students too, along with staff, thinking what's this going to be happening for, what they're going to use the images for. I think, people are aware now that we use the images clearly just to pick up on behaviour issues that happen.
It stopped a lot of the low-level disruption we've had. Bullying is obviously an issue in any school, and we're not exempt from that. But because the quality of the images are so good, and you can zoom in on people's faces, and you can actually identify the people that are the perpetrators as it happens.
All of these things were important, even down to the fact that on their school website that they can publish that they've got a very safe, secure system was going to be a draw for parents to actually place children within that school.
No, I thought we were going off these timings here, because they were the more accurate ones. Yeah, I'm sure. Oh, it was them. That was them. I'd had a report that 2 students had left the school site, and by watching the CCTV camera, what I was able to see, it was actually 4 friends together, and 2 of them had decided to go off the site, and 2 of them had chosen not to. So I can now gauge the response to that in terms of punishing the 2 that are left, but also recognising the 2 that haven't, and saying to them, well done, you make a right choice. And I couldn't do that without the CCTV system.
The level of vandalism in and out of the school, we've seen a reduction in that. I think there's more awareness that there is a presence of cameras there, which has made that reduction.
I mean, the site manager's saving 20 hours a month just on not having to repair holes in walls and repainting walls where graffiti is.
Out of lesson behaviour often will have a negative impact then on learning as students go into classrooms. So that we've noticed, together with other strategies that we put in place, we've had an emphasis on punctuality, and obviously CCTV helps us to monitor that.
Customers seeing the equipment, after we'd seen the equipment, we immediately knew that it was exactly what we wanted, and it was a one-stop shop solution from our perspective because it fitted all of the categories that the school required in terms of switch infrastructure, in terms of network storage, and in terms of CCTV.
Additionally, the school was looking at improving their infrastructure, and because we've been dealing with D-Link for a number of years and we knew they offered enterprise class solutions, as this is a huge school, it would certainly require enterprise class, having the switches, having the CCTV cameras and having the storage, it just ticked all the boxes for us to work with D-Link on this occasion.
I was really pleased with D-Link's support with us. Obviously we have to go through one of their partners with Rapid Technology, but when we started the process of bringing the cameras into the school, we had direct contact with D-Link as well, and that's really quite important. Having that contact and having that access to that expertise made life so much easier for us working along with Rapid.
The reason why we feel that all schools need to look at CCTV is purely around the fact that when I've been speaking to schools, the challenges that they're facing right now is not being able to identify maybe vandalism or being able to provide evidence to the police that the police can act on to protect the school more. We just see it as a thing that where the school is not just protecting the students, but actually protecting the building and the assets they have within a school. So I absolutely believe in that.
I'd highly recommend the solution. It's served us well. It's given us far more benefits than we had actually thought were possible, and the fact that it's scalable and can be done piecemeal is obviously quite important as well.
Teachers have a busy job at the best of times, and I think everything that can help cut time down and make things much easier to identify, I think it would be valuable for any school to have, really.
We've got good value for what we paid for the product, and certainly I would recommend any head and any school to look very seriously at your product.